Welcome back, beautiful creatures. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm so grateful you're here. If you're new here, I'm Cordelia, and I love talking about bright and colorful gothic makeup, alternative fashion, mental health, and more. 95% of my videos are beauty related. I post on the weekends and as many videos during the week as I possibly can. So today's video is going to be a mental health video, and if you're not interested in that, I'm going to put a link up here to another video you can go check out that's beauty related. And I'm going to talk about how to handle criticism. Everyone in life has to learn how to handle criticism, whether it's at work, at school, in your personal life, if you're an online content creator. It's something very important. So I have been a content creator here on YouTube and on my blog for about 15 years, which is about 1/3 of my life. In that time, I have had people call me fat, ugly, stupid, talentless, all kinds of stuff, and tell me that I should unalive myself, which is not cool. Because of all this, I feel like I know a thing or two about how to handle criticism. First, it's really important for you to know that there are two types of criticism. There is destructive criticism and there is constructive criticism. So destructive criticism is where it's like a personal attack. It's just something like, you're ugly, you can't blend, your makeup sucks. There's no value to it. It is basically, it's usually a personal attack. It's something like that. It's something that a lot of trolls like to do. For me, if somebody is criticizing me and leaving a destructive comment like that, and they're not somebody that I have ever interacted with before, and I don't know them, and I don't know if they're into makeup, or if I check their profile and there's somebody who's never shared a picture of their makeup or work online, I ignore it. I will block them, like hide the comment, delete it, whatever, and just move on with my day. Because that's a destructive comment. There's no value in it. There's no use in engaging in it. So constructive criticism, on the other hand, has value. Constructive criticism has 3 points. First, constructive criticism is specific and it focuses on actions rather than your identity. It's not a personal attack. Second, and this to me is probably the most important part, it is concrete and it gives you an example of how to improve, or it gives you tips on how to improve. And number 3, and this is one I think a lot of people may not think about, is that it's a match from a person that is highly skilled in that area or somebody you respect. So for example, my bestie Mickey is a lead makeup artist for the WWE. He makes some of the most beautiful makeup looks that you will ever see on TV, on Raw, and on NXT, on our friend Natty, and on our friend Jenny. Like, he does beautiful work, and he does makeup and hair. He does it all. He is super talented. I love his work. I love his style of makeup, and I highly respect him. So for me, if Mickey offers me constructive criticism, I will listen because I know his work. I respect his work. I want to improve. And over the years, he has given me so many great tips. He has been so awesome with constructive criticism. I'm so grateful to all of the tips that he has given me because I'm somebody who wants to improve. I'm an internal learner. I'm always trying to be a better person than I was the previous day. One of the things I love about my husband is that he helps push me to want to be a better person. So I work on my consistency and showing up all of the time and doing my best every day, even when it's hard, even when it sucks, even when I feel like crap. Other people who I'm completely open to criticism from would be other makeup artists that I have taken classes with, that I respect their talent and their skills, such as James Vincent, Orlando Santiago, Danessa Myricks. All are amazing artists, and I love their work, and I love looking at it, and I love learning from them. So make sure that if you are receiving criticism, you deduce whether or not it's destructive or constructive, and then look at the source to see if it's even somebody that you should be listening to. If it's just, Joe Blow on the internet who doesn't ever show their face and doesn't do makeup or hair, ignore them. Now, my second piece of advice when dealing with criticism is don't take it personally. If it's a destructive comment from somebody who's a troll, literally just ignore it and move on. I know that it can be hard. I know it can hurt, but that is the best thing for you to do. I always remind myself that people who leave nasty comments like that on the internet, if that's like all they do, they must be miserable people who hate their lives and they are projecting onto other people their misery. So no matter what, sometimes criticism will hurt. And it used to bother me a whole lot. I've gotten so much better at dealing with it thanks to therapy and different things that I have done. One of the best pieces of advice that I have ever received was from Christine from Temptalia, who told me very early on in blogging that I should create a praise journal. And what that is, a praise journal is where you take all of the nice comments that people leave you with how you've helped them, and you put that into the journal so that whenever you do receive one of those nasty comments, the nasty destructive criticism comments, you can read through the praise journal and it will help lift you up and make you feel better. They say that you have to read 10 positive things for one negative thing. So I definitely feel that this is true, and this praise journal has helped me tremendously over the years, which is why I recommend that you do it, because it will help you handle criticism better. Another thing that you can do to help you deal with destructive criticism and maybe hurt feelings that you have from it would be to create a fantasy response. Like, write out whatever you would want to say to the individual and then don't send it. Like, tear it up, delete it, burn it, whatever you're going to do, but don't send it. But just the simple act of writing it out is often a catharsis for me, and that's why I recommend it. Make sure that you are compassionate with yourself when you're dealing with criticism. Sometimes it's just going to hurt no matter what. So give yourself time to feel hurt, feel your feelings, and move on. Don't repress your feelings or numb them out, because that will cause you problems in the long run. And for you to be able to move forward, you need to basically feel all the feels, even though they hurt, and then move on and let go. Finally, my biggest piece of advice when dealing with criticism is to reduce your interactions with people who are consistently jerks. So if somebody is in your life, they're constantly giving you destructive criticism, and they're negative all the time, they never have anything nice to say. After you talk to them on the phone, you feel sick to your stomach, or you dread talking to them, or you feel sick after you're around them, or you dread being around them. Pay attention to that and reduce your interactions with that person, or cut that person out of your life. And not so secret that in 2019, I cut out every single narcissist and user and person who made me feel like shit in my life. I cut them all out. And my life has improved tremendously, because I'm not dealing with people who are constantly negative and telling me, you can't do that, you can't do that, how could you do this? Like, you're dreaming too big. Screw that. Ignore those people. They are basically stuck in their own little loop and trying to keep you as small as they are. For me, I'm always open to constructive criticism, but I feel like, maybe 75% of the people out there don't know how to give constructive criticism. So in my opinion, if you're going to leave a comment, look at whether it's destructive or constructive. If you cannot offer specific actionables in that comment, don't leave it. There's no point. And don't hate watch people. People who are still in the whole mean girl mindset from high school when they're adults, please get therapy, get help. That is not healthy for you. That is not healthy for anyone. Okay, so this wraps up my little mental health video about how to handle criticism. I hope it helps to understand the difference between destructive and constructive criticism and what to look for. Please let me know if you have any questions about this in the comments below. If you have any other mental health topics you would like me to talk about, please ask. And if I feel like I'm qualified to talk on it, I will happily do so. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful creatures. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.